Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. You know, Thursdays are my story days, and one of my favorite stories has to do with an excerpt from the book called The Magic Monastery by Brother Theophane. I really recommend you talk about his apocryphal stories, and again, whether he's an artist and it really happened or he's just writing it, it doesn't matter. Fiction can sometimes express more truth than fact. So this story is called Excuses. I walked into the Magic Monastery, and the first thing the headmaster said to me was, "Why not?" He'd never seen me before. I hadn't even said a word. And already he knew me. Why not? I said, well, I started too old. I got too many responsibilities. Maybe I'm not up for this. And he said, wait, I don't want to hear anything about what you think is your temperament. He turned around and there was like this huge samurai sword on the wall behind him. He took it down. He handed it to me and said, here, go back to the meditative hut. Take this with you. With this, you can cut through any problems you have, any barriers you have. Well, I took it and I slipped away, and I spent the night there that way. But then I went back to him the next morning. I kept looking at the sword all night, and I knew what he said was true. So I caved back to him, and I said, I can't live without my excuses, and I left. Can we live without our excuses? Find out. Anyway, for my disappointing affirmation, friends, ask guidance. Ask the universe for guidance. Then just go do whatever stupid shit you do anyway. All right, for my journal writing friends, do you tend to overestimate or underestimate situations or problems? Let me know if you overvalue them or undervalue them, and how does that work out for you in your life? Because there's reasons why we do whatever we do. So let me know, and I'll tell you if you let me know what goes on in my life as well. Get those psychological juices flowing. All right. So from my teacher, do not neglect your practice. For those of you out there who are teachers and students, what you do today is important. What you did yesterday or 10 years ago, not so important. You have to renew your practice, dedicate yourself from today onwards. There's no escape. Find out for yourself which asanas you can do, especially as you get older or you get ill and have recoveries, what can either lessen, minimize your suffering, and help you recover. That's important. Become one with your practice. Lose your identity, and then you and yoga are one. And you'll see what benefits accrue when you do that. All right, for my hippie teacher, Stephen Gaskin, for all my friends out there who shared this with me in California back in the 70s, spirit has been transmitted around the world through people's hearts. And it's recognized every time you catch each other in the eye and you acknowledge it. So our strength comes from being a collective. We can accomplish so many things as a group that can't be done as an individual. So let's run on agreement and cooperate towards common goals. It seems so simple, and yet so many people have difficulty recognizing what this is. Now, whether you soar to heights in your individual approach to be socially active and help the world, or you're drawn to seclusion and solitude, there's no general rule which one of these is any better. Out there in the world or working on yourself deeply, both teach you how to be consistently true to yourself and to find a way that's appropriate for you. Remember, the I Ching says, things that have affinity in their inmost nature, they seek one another. So be true to yourself, and you'll find how you're magnetizing toward yourself, or you feel drawn to something. That's you. Just be honest with you. Where do you feel safe? Where can you tell the truth? Where can you let your courage guide you when one's ego would like to avoid confronting yourself about anything that really requires deeper attention? So develop the courage and step into it, face it, confront it face to face. And remember, as you take the affirmation part of what I have to share with you, that first of all, remember, to believe something is simply to accept it's true. I believe that the natural person inside ourselves always gravitates towards what feels good, and the part of us that doesn't take well to restriction, structures or strictures. We like to be free. So I would say one way to help you be free is to learn to trust the wisdom of your own subconscious, which has the creative know-how. It does things that your conscious mind can't even conceive. Like when I say, do you grow your hair? Do you replicate your genes? Do you know which digestive enzymes you're going to secrete when you take in a protein or a starch? No, this is happening on base brain. So you don't have to do anything except change yourself. And what I would suggest is you get in touch with the part of you that is completely you, unique, unrepeatable, broke the mold when you happen, and then you learn how to offer what others do not. And you'll see how life brings you so many things when you respect your uniqueness and bring that special quality of that which only you have into the world. Have a great day.